And so if we were in, and we had to learn this income stack. When we initially started out, the building that we were in, and I often tell this story about how we started in a coat closet because that was the smallest space in the building that we could afford. So they leased it to us because based on what we were able to pay at the time. And we revamped that little coat closet into our office. And when I say coat closet, it's no coat closet like, that's in a home. We're talking about a office building with a huge coat closet that could be an office. So um, the standard offices in the building, it was just slightly smaller than that. But that building, we eventually got the office next door to us, so we had um, two, like an office and a half, an office and a half, um, two areas as we grew at that time. But that building, uh, when my um, when we began to travel um, out of that city and that state, um, that building came up for sale. And if we had had this income stack already in our strategy and plan, we would have bought that building and possibly the restaurant across the street. You know, in hindsight, in hindsight, that was a perfect building for us to purchase within that region, within that price point where we were in our journey at that time. But we weren't knowledgeable about what our options were and how to go about doing things like that, right? And so um, we feel comfortable saying that now in hindsight, and to share that um, uh, is just growth to be able to show that it's just growth because we we didn't know. So because we didn't step up to purchase the building, someone else purchased the building. They still have the building. They renovated and they revamped it and they uh, moved us out. Right, they didn't move us out. But in the course of them renovating, we had to relocate. And so in essence, um, was not able to return to the building once they took over the whole building, right? So, but in any case, still love, love, love that building. The building, it's still a prime location, renovated well, went up in value, all the trappings of a good investment property, especially for first time building owner, right? And so um, at the same time that we were um, developing property for other owners, that mental model that we could actually own a building didn't hit us. to, didn't hit us, didn't even cross our mind.